Music Live 226. What's up, everybody? It is 2021, and it better be a better one. That's all I gotta say. If you know what I mean. We got the vaccine and everything, and hopefully things get better. I don't even know what to talk about anymore because that's all we talk about now. Dave, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I don't think it can get worse than last year. So any improvement is
Yeah. Cool. So we got a great. I was just thinking when I was listening to the songs and looking at the guests that we have tonight for the first show in 2021. Can't wait. It's going to be a good year. We got some great music, great people, and Breaking the Undertow on a Tuesday is going to be starting us off tonight. And we have KingZiLLa as a featured artist from Henderson, Nevada. And let's see. Waking Bear, Filled with Dreams, a recent review on the website. This band's really, really popular from Olympia, Washington. They got like 117,000 likes on their Facebook page, and they seem like they have a really strong fan base. So review just posted on the website with them. And we also have classic, normal guest. He's classic, right? Is that what I'm saying? I don't know.
He's a legend, Joe.
Legend. That's what I meant. A classic legend. B-Eazy, one of the first guests we had on the show a long time ago, and always love him when he's on the show. So what's up, man?
Hey, you say a legend. I feel great now. Fantastic over here.
You're very small. You're very small for some reason. What happened? Oh, your internet's slow. That's what it is. All right. Well, you're a little smaller tonight, but that's okay. Still be easy. So what you been up to, man?
Man, just making new music, putting out new music. I got a project out right now. My boy AWOL Fizzle, Breeze EP. Go check that out. Dropped a couple videos on you guys. Got a few more videos coming, a few more projects. I'm just working.
Always, man. That's what I like about you so much is ever since, like, when we first started this over 5 years ago now, I can officially say that, you're one of the few that's still around. You know what I mean? So that tells you something right there.
That's what it's about, longevity. That's what I'm in it for.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. Dave, you disappeared on me for like a week, man.
Yeah,
I was really worried about you.
Really?
Yes, because I mean, it'll be a couple days sometimes, but not a week. I told Sarah, I'm like, he's either ghosting me or he's in the hospital.
No, I didn't check Facebook for like 3 days.
Well, I know, but
yeah, but we're good, man. We're all caught up. We got the Ben Cody post on the website. New review there, and he got a couple more coming out this week. Yeah, nice holiday. It was nice and mellow, and looking forward to a new year, man.
Yes, sir. So I got two kitties. This is one of them. They're identical. I can't even tell them apart hardly yet, except for one's a little skinnier than the other. But other than that, he was whining, so I picked him up. Let's go ahead and check out Breaking the Undertow, a new review on the website. Not posted yet, but coming real soon. This is on a Tuesday. I think this is my favorite song of this dude so far. So we'll check it out. We'll come right back.
Wednesday, afraid. Only difference
Music Live. Look at that flashy stuff. Rob Hix, everybody. Hixvideo. If you need professional live streaming production, he's your man. I've been going through all of our videos all of our content, and been posting snippets on YouTube. And it really got good when Rob came in. And just it's a step above the rest, if you will. People that just listen to the show, you should really go watch it on YouTube. Anyway, that was Breaking the Undertow on a Tuesday. I think one of the things that P the Politician said on the show, who, by the way, I hope he's okay too, because he just disappeared. I don't know if anybody knows how to get a hold of him, but let him know we're looking for him. He had said something about Trevor Heaslip, the guy that basically is Breaking the Undertow, about how he thought that he needed to be a little bit more, rawr with his voice. And then did you see the thing that Trevor Heaslip made on Instagram?
Yeah, I saw that.
I think that he's really getting there, man. Everything is just getting so much better on this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely.
I'm sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, B-Eazy got to go.
I'm sorry. I'll go. Whoever wants to go first.
Go ahead.
Go. Yield the floor today.
No, just kind of piggybacking off what Joe said. He put out this little video because we were saying, man, he's got to let loose. He's got to get the rasp. He's got to, scream a little more. And he put out a video. He's like, how's this, guys? And he's just like, he's like, just like freaking out for, 20 seconds. But yeah, you actually hear some of what we were looking for in this song right here. Definitely some like mid 90s alt rock flavor going on here. But again, like really well produced, like very well mixed. Nice vocals. It's like full sound, fills up the ears with the headphones. Nice solid rhythm section. Big drums, just like we were looking for with Ben Cody. Like that's a perfect example, of what I think Cody needs in terms of his mix on the drum parts.
Yep.
Perfect example. But what do you think, B?
Well, I think I'm not the rock expert, but
no, that's why I had you on the show, man.
Yeah, man.
I was listening to everything a couple times before the show even started or whatever, and I was like, oh, this is actually kind of hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is a thing on Indie Music Plus. You guys make me admit that I listen to music like this. I don't know how that's gonna fare with my rap image, but nah, it's definitely a dope song. His voice, he had that like classic. I think you could use that word for this, Joe. Like it's
there
like,
we go.
Like I'm not a rock expert, but when I hear the band and you hear their lead singers, there's something about their voice that makes you be like, oh, okay, I see how this guy.
And it's the mix, dude. I think that's where we can always find common ground, is just like the quality of the mix. Whether it's your kind of music, the music you make yourself. I mean,
yeah, it sounds radio.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
You would hear it on the radio while you're driving in your car.
Right.
Sometime maybe, just vibe it out.
All right.
Well, that's one of the things about the show, and that I love having past featured artists on as panel guests, such as B-Eazy, is you guys are totally looking at songs from different, whoever you are or whatever style you're in. It's not always going to be the style that we play on the show, so we're always looking for opinions of people who maybe don't necessarily listen to that kind of music all the time. You know what I mean? I like the outside input, if you will, because I don't necessarily listen to all the music that we play either, but that's the whole idea of the show is just indie, man. It's not a genre, it's a attitude,
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like it's definitely a vibe. Like that's what I'm listening for. I know Dave's the technical guy. He's gonna give you the mix down quality and all that.
He's listening for the math.
I can't appreciate it like that. But as far as like, hey man, I can see myself in the car riding to this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when the homies aren't around.
That's awesome.
I look for in music. If I can just enjoy it, it's good music.
Yep, cool. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the featured artist of the night then. We like to keep things short and sweet and not drag on too much. KingZiLLa is the featured artist tonight. Rob's getting this shot set up here real quick, and here we go. KingZiLLa, how you doing, man? Thanks for being here.
Man, I'm doing okay, man. How are you?
I'm doing awesome, thank you. Like I said, I got 2 new kitties for New Year's, so my life is good. Better than kids, I guess, huh? So KingZiLLa, this is when I asked the featured artist to just give like a 30-second intro elevator pitch about who you are and what you're doing with your music. We're going to check out the single Hype, and then we'll come back and get deeper with Dave.
All right. Well, this is the KingZiLLa coming at you guys, featuring Blake with our song Hype, which is a reflection on just what was going on in 2020. And hopefully we won't experience that going forward.
Cool, man. All right. So let's check out Hype with an exclamation point, and we'll be right back.
We're so damn tired of your damn high. We're so damn tired of all your lies, 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 lies.
I'm living your speech.
It's the dudes in C's. Lies, 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 lies.
Fee fi fo fum, the calm is now amongst us. But just like that, lightning strikes, here comes the thunder, the gods awaken. Clouds erupting, heavy winds, what comes next? The unpredictable. Is it the face of an angel upon us, or is it the wicked that's here with a vengeance? Turn to scripture, guns and roses, armed and dangerous, locked and loaded. Shiver me timbers, loco diablo, burning ground. Fuego, high pollution in the air, which causes optic blurry vision. Here comes another drum roll, which only means the gods of thunder has awakened. 2020, not the vision, but the year, Disturbia. Chef John Brown, at it again, this time sitting in the back of the brother man. Fresh off the press, that's why I'm pushing up to catch the ambush before they rush. Can't believe in this day and age, it's forced me to push my pen this way. But birds of a feather flock together in these desperate times and desperate methods. Said it before and I'ma say it again, this is the year of the helter skelter. Fee fi fo fum, the calm is now amongst us. But just like that, lightning strikes, here comes the thunder, the gods awaken. Clouds erupting, heavy winds, what comes next? The unpredictable. Is it the face of an angel upon us, or is it the wicked that's here with a vengeance? Turn to scripture, guns and roses, armed and dangerous, locked and loaded. Shiver me timbers, loco diablo, burning grounds. Fuego, high pollution in the air, which causes optic blurry vision. Here comes another drum roll, which only means the gods of thunder has awakened. 2020, not the vision, but the year, Disturbia. Chef John Brown, at it again, this time sitting in the back of the brother man. Fresh off the press, that's why I'm pushing up to catch the ambush before they rush.
All right, Kevin, man. Glad
What's
to have
up?
you here. Yeah, this is interesting music here. I mean, there's one band I can compare it to, but I'm gonna hold off on that for a second.
Okay.
So I guess dub funk is kind of like the genre that you describe your music as. So is that something you kind of made up and just mashed together? Like, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's something I made up to describe the music for all three projects that I'm involved in. It's basically taking like dubstep, drum and bass, all these different styles, and mixing it in within, but yet making it accessible, you know, because you could go very extreme in either one of the styles of music that we're talking about here: funk, R&B, techno, drum and bass, any of that stuff. But you know, with working with Blake and some of the other artists that I work with, it was just a matter of bringing it together so that it would be accessible. So dub funk seemed to be the best name to explain what it is, you know.
Cool, man. So we've had we had an artist on the show a couple times by the name of Game Breaks, and there's definitely some similarities I hear in terms of your music, and they were like really deeply rooted into the gaming soundtrack industry, which I didn't really know too much about until we talked to them.
They're actually getting better, like bigger and bigger in that industry.
Yeah, just because it's massive. Like, it's such a global economy around that, the whole online gaming, and now it's starting to blend into like blockchain world and all that stuff. But have you ever kind of dipped your toe into that scene? Because that's what I hear. Like, I think your music would fit well in terms of gaming soundtrack type of stuff.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, because now that coincides with what my oldest son was telling me. He's a big major player on Twitch.
Yeah, there we go.
Levan G Fan is his name, and he that's what he does. He plays those games. He has quite a few followers, and he's like, Dad, man.
And you can make a
you
lot
gotta
of money if you're a great player, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, and he's like, Dad, man, you got to get on some of these video game soundtracks and stuff. You got to do it. You got to do it. And, man, sometimes you're just like, you're stuck in this mode of how the industry has taught you or perceived how things need to be done. And, hey, man, in 2021, man, you just have to look outside of the box. You got to be outside the box on how you do some things. Things are ever changing. So, yeah, I mean, I appreciate you saying that, because that'll give me that extra push to pursue that.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Yeah. You never know where your stuff catches on, with these new environments. But anyway, reading your bio here, I mean, you say in a few different places, I just did some searching on Google and everything. It's like, yeah, you started listening to music at a very young age, listened to a lot of different genres, blues, funk, country, rock, gospel. I'm curious, just a handful of bands that kind of jumped out that really kind of set you on your path from back then, going way back to the beginning.
Oh, well, I could give you a definite on that. My parents, like most parents in the late 60s, had, a baby book for you. Right. So they wrote down everything you did. So one of the interesting things when I go back and I look at that baby book was they said that whenever they played Muddy Waters, The Who, The Beatles, Sly and the Family Stone, and James Brown, they saw a reaction out of it.
That's awesome. I love that. I've noticed friends, Mike, my friends who have kids and everything. That's one of the coolest things is when you turn on certain types of music, sometimes they just sit there and you'll flip another one on. All of a sudden they jump up and they just start like, it's like,
yeah, right. Right. Yeah. That's what happened with me.
But that's an eclectic mix, man. That's like a wide spectrum. Beatles, Who, and then like add in the funk and all that stuff. So you were like, yeah.
What's interesting about all of this is when we look at the history of music and how it was played. In the late 60s, you heard Aretha Franklin, Sly and the Family Stone, Jimi Hendrix, and The Who and blues played on the same radio station. It wasn't until we came into the 70s that music began to become segregated. If you really look at it, all of a sudden it was, oh, check this out, man. You're in this geographic, so this puts you in the placement of rock. This puts you in the placement of country. And all of a sudden, man, we got into this situation where you basically was pretty much guided and told what you should listen to because of whatever. So that's what was beautiful about the 60s.
Cool, man. So yeah, your bio lists a bunch of achievements, playing on TV, working with some big artists and everything, and then it comes up to 2003 and then it just cuts off. So what have you been doing the past 17 years, man, with music?
Well, I worked with a guy that I was in, Cassius Slade with, and we that became the Carmel 76 thing, the Sugar Pop thing at My Utopia Records. And then from there, I just started playing around a lot in Las Vegas. And I did that for years, to take care of my family and, to pay the bills like so many musicians do. But, it just got to a point around like 2016. I was like, man, I can't stomach playing ladies' night anymore.
That would be 5 years ago, too.
I just can't do it.
That's
Man.
hilarious.
I can't play Earth, Wind, and Fire, Sept, or dare hear someone scream, bird, playing Leonard Skinner.
Or Mustang Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
all the
I don't
drinking
care how
songs,
much money we were making, man. It just wasn't appealing anymore. So I decided. I said, "Hey, look, man. When I got into music, when I first started playing as a teenager, I wanted to play in a band, playing original music, right? So all I did was decide to go back to what made me love music in the first place, which is create your own thing.
Yeah, awesome.
And, I joined a band called Acid and Pearls, which on Wigwam Radio in 2017 won Best Rock Band. of the year on that program.
Cool.
And that was cool. I was the drummer for that, and that's what really kicked it off. I was like, you know what, man? I recorded all that stuff in my studio in this room right here. I did all that in here. You know what? I'm gonna start and do my own thing. So I broke away from the band, and I've been doing my own thing ever since. And I'm happy. I am extremely happy doing it.
That's awesome, man. Back to the basics. That is cool. Full circle. So,
Yep.
the website, thekingzilla.com, just how it sounds. So you could check out all the music, photos, store all the good stuff. Are you active on social media?
Yes, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm on all of those platforms, and man, I tell you, man, I'm just having a lot of fun, man. If there's one thing I could ever express to a young person getting into this, and I say this all the time, man, just don't ever let anyone rob you of your joy. Whatever it is you feel inside of you man, stick with it and pursue it, because you can get distracted into all of these things that make you money, do all this other stuff. But if you ain't happy doing it, man, why do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well said, man. We're going to leave on that note. We're going to move to the next tune. Please come back. It was a pleasure chatting with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Rob, if you're ready, we're going to play Filled with Dreams by Waking Bear. Let's do it right here. Spin it around right there. Right.
There was a time when I was young. I didn't know I felt alone. I couldn't see your arms around me. I had a need I couldn't believe. You were there. You were there. And oh, your glory. When I rest my mind, when I go inside, all I see is you, and it makes me smile. There was a time before the angel said hello.
Filled with Dreams, Waking Bear. That is interesting stuff going on in this song. I mean, like, it's kind of a clash of genres. Not sure if I like it. Let me say it this way. Like, the first minute, I really like it, right? So I'm feeling like a pop, blue-eyed soul type of mashup going on there, and it was working for me. I like his voice. And then there's all of a sudden this like poppy rhythm comes in. I was like, what? Like, not sure if that fits. And then after 2 minutes, I like it again. It's just this weird transition. I don't know if, what do you guys think of that?
They're sort of a jammy type band. So I mean, in the likes of probably like, does anybody notice this? He won't get off. Is sort of like a fish flavor to me, not like the fish, but PHISH flavor. You know, like,
yeah.
I have a feeling they jam a lot in their shows, and I played in Washington State a lot, and I know it's very hippie like. So
yeah,
that's kind of the vibe I get. B-Eazy.
think,
This is
Steve?
your favorite song, right?
Yeah, favorite tune.
I agree with the hippie vibe. So, you know what I'm saying? I was feeling it for that, but that's how I looked at it, like that kind of hippie, Woodstock-ish, not the mainstream band, but the,
Uh-huh.
you know?
They
side
play the same
stage.
song for like 45 minutes at a festival, and everybody's like,
Yeah,
wow,
like,
that song was
I got-
amazing. I was seeing colors and I was tripping balls and no.
Like I got the hip hop off of it. I definitely agree with that. But Dave, you might be right, because I'm not the rock expert. So there was something about it. Like when you were listening to it. I didn't catch it like you caught it, but somewhere in the middle of the song I was like, "Is this the same song?"
Yeah, like what's
Yeah.
going on here? Like I wasn't sure. It was just but
Well, yeah. I think it was kind of like an extended intro. And when I listened to it today before the show, I thought I probably should have shifted that over a little bit so we could have heard like more of a, a minute into it, and then after the instruments started going, maybe get a little better representation of it. But
it's a reason for people to
2020.
go check out the full song and
Yep.
let us know what you think if it works, because it's very interesting.
Cool. So first show of 2020, wrapping up here. B-Eazy, man. Thanks for being here, dude. I love having you on the show. Like I told you before, you're one of my favorite long-term guests. So I'm glad that you're back in action and regular. Not regular, but hopefully you're regular. I don't know.
This is the first show of 2021. I'm like honored. I'm honored to be
Hell yeah,
here.
man.
Like Dave asked me earlier, he was like, "Hey, you still messing with Good Side Bands?" I'm like,
Yeah, he's still sponsored by Good Side, Bad Side. You do your shout out. Go ahead.
You guys are good people. They're good people. So, it's like I'm trying to maintain relationships with good
Hell
people.
yeah.
Keep that energy around.
I hear
Like,
that.
everybody that I'm messing with on a business level motivates me in some type of way. Like you guys, Indie Music Plus, it motivates me.
that.
I be on Twitter, I'll be like, I don't know what to do. I don't feel like tweeting. And then Indie Music Plus drops like 15 tweets, and I'm like, so
There we go. That's how it is.
here, man.
Cool.
Definitely happy to be here. Dave, you didn't grill me this time. I don't know how I feel about that.
Hey
I
man,
think we need to
you're
bring that
you're
back.
super mellow tonight. You're not like worked up, so
That's for private messages there.
yeah.
Nah, we're
B-Eazy, what's
definitely-
up next for you, man? So what's your next project that's coming out?
You know what? Actually, I got a part 2 to a video that I have out right now. My song "Back Up" off the Undertow project. I got a part 2 coming. Feeling myself with my artist Real Diamonds. You guys can check out that AWOL Fizzle and B-Eazy Breeze EP. And then I got something in the works with my boy out in Vegas, $20 Presidential King. You guys know him.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, he's funny, man.
Working on
He's got a
something.
girl coming, right?
Yes.
Cool.
So congratulations to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
He just did an interview where he gave me a really, really great shout out.
Cool.
It was like, hey, that's my brother forever right there.
Nice.
But that's what's going on with me. Just new music, new visuals. Hopefully more Indie Music Plus visits like this where I can
Hell yeah.
chat with Dave. So,
Top of the list, my friend. Top of the list. Dave, any final words tonight?
What I'm feeling one day we're gonna meet up with B-Eazy. We're just gonna
In
have
Vegas.
we're gonna have a crazy night like from The Hangover. It's just gonna be
Yeah.
something crazy is gonna happen. So
Oh boy. I hope I survive.
I'm all for it.
All right, gentlemen. Hixvideo, Hixvideo. If you need professional live streaming production for your internet stuff, Rob Hix is your guy. I lost my
Three
train of thought
Finger
for a second.
Hicks, right?
3 Finger Hix. Yeah. Watch me. Watch my eyes. He's scary. He's scary sometimes, but he's good. He's scary sometimes, but he's good. All right, so 2021, here we come. I'm JoeJoeKeys. This is Indie Music Live, episode 226, and we'll be back next week. Thanks for watching. Peace out.